Hello, everyone, dear viewers of the channel. I am Helena, the Guardian of Secrets, a researcher of mystical phenomena, and here with me is Vadim, a historian interested in folk culture.
Good evening or good morning, depending on where you're tuning in from. Today, Vadim, we're venturing into one of the most breathtaking and mysterious corners of Ukraine, the majestic Carpathians. But not just any visit. We're going to explore what happens when the ancient mountains meet a celestial event that has terrified and fascinated humanity for millennia, the blood moon. Specifically, the legends surrounding a blood moon over the Carpathians.
A visually striking phenomenon, no doubt. Astronomically, a blood moon is a total lunar eclipse, where the Earth passes directly between the moon and the sun, casting a reddish hue on the moon due to light scattering in our atmosphere. A scientific marvel, perhaps, but where does the mysticism come into play in the Carpathians, Helena?
Vadim, it's never just about the visible light for the people of these ancient lands. For them, a blood moon isn't merely an astronomical event, it's a profound omen, a sign that the veil between worlds thins. The Carpathians, with their primeval forests, hidden valleys, and isolated communities, have always been fertile ground for such beliefs. When the moon turns crimson over those peaks, it's said that the spirits of the forest, the Mavka and the Lisavik, gain unusual power, and even the dormant energies of the old pagan gods awaken.
So, the visual impact of a red moon, combined with the already strong animistic beliefs tied to the dense, often imposing Carpathian forests, creates a narrative of heightened spiritual activity. Is there a specific period or historical context where these beliefs gained prominence, or is it an enduring tradition?
It's enduring, Vadim, woven into the very fabric of their oral history. Elders will tell you tales passed down through generations. Imagine a Carpathian village nestled deep in a valley, when suddenly the usually bright, benevolent moon turns the color of spilled blood. Panic, dread, and a sense of impending doom would grip them. One such legend speaks of the village of Krivopilya, high in the Hutzal region. During a particularly vibrant blood moon in the 17th century, it's said that the forest itself seemed to groan, and the echoes of unseen beings filled the air. Livestock vanished, and villagers reported seeing shadowy figures darting between the trees, figures far too large and swift to be mere animals.
Vanishing livestock and shadowy figures could easily be attributed to wolves, bears, or even cattle rustlers, especially in a time of limited scientific understanding and isolated communities. The psychological effect of an ominous sky, particularly one that disrupts the predictable lunar cycle, would certainly amplify natural fears and make people more prone to seeing things that aren't there.
Perhaps, Vadim, but the legends persist because the feeling of those nights was undeniable. Villagers felt a palpable shift in the energy of the land. They believed that a blood moon wasn't just a sign, it was a portal. It opened the pathways for things from Nav, the spirit world, to cross into Yav, our physical world. And not just benign spirits, but often malevolent ones, or those seeking to trick and tempt. They would talk of the blood, a wandering spirit that deliberately leads travelers astray, becoming particularly potent under a blood moon, making the forest even more treacherous.
The concept of a thinning veil is fascinating from a psychological standpoint. When people believe boundaries are permeable, they are more susceptible to suggestion, to interpreting normal events through a supernatural lens. The blood, for example, could be an anthropomorphism of the disorienting nature of a dense, dark forest at night, particularly when combined with the anxiety of an unusual celestial event. It gives a name to the fear of getting lost.
But what about the rituals, Vadim? Why would entire communities engage in complex, often physically demanding protective rituals during these nights? For example, in many Hutzal communities, during a blood moon, women would stay up all night, chanting ancient incantations, weaving protective talismans from specific herbs like wormwood and St. John's wort, and even marking their doors and windows with a cross made of garlic or soot. These weren't just fearful reactions, they were active, intentional acts to safeguard their souls and homes.
The practice of protective rituals, however, is a common human response to perceived threats, whether real or imagined. Garlic and crosses have long histories as apotropaic symbols across various cultures, often predating Christianity, used to ward off evil. The chanting and weaving of talismans could be seen as a collective coping mechanism, a way to exert some control in the face of the uncontrollable and the unknown. It reinforces community bonds and offers psychological comfort, even if the magic is primarily in the belief itself.
But the elders would tell you stories of those who didn't perform the rituals, of shepherds who vanished, their sheep found scattered and torn, not by wolves, but by something far more savage, something that left behind no tracks. Or of young men drawn into the depths of the forest by the hauntingly beautiful songs of the Mavka, forest nymphs who are said to be particularly powerful and seductive when the moon bleeds red.
Some legends whisper that if a Mavka claims a soul under a blood moon, that soul becomes bound to the forest forever, unable to find peace, forever echoing the Mavka's lament through the trees on future crimson nights. It's a chilling thought that speaks to a deeper, more ancient fear.
The Mavka legend is a classic example of personifying the dangers of the natural world, particularly for those who wander unprepared. Young men, perhaps intoxicated or simply reckless, getting lost in the vast, unforgiving Carpathians. The Mavka provides a mystical explanation for their disappearance, a moral lesson against temptation or wandering alone. The lack of tracks or unusual injuries could be attributed to the wild predators of the mountains, which are often more cunning and elusive than depicted in folklore. And collective memory often embellishes and distorts facts over generations.
Yet these stories serve as more than just moral lessons, Vadim. They are a part of the Ukrainian soul. They remind us of our connection to the land, to the ancient spirits, and to the powerful forces beyond our immediate understanding. To dismiss them as mere superstition is to lose a piece of our heritage, a deep well of cultural meaning. And these aren't just old wives' tales. Even today, some Carpathian villagers will still light bonfires, ring bells, and chant during a lunar eclipse. It's a living tradition.
And that's where the historian in me finds its true fascination. The enduring nature of these traditions speaks volumes about human psychology and cultural resilience. Even if the original threat was a natural phenomenon misunderstood, the rituals become a vital part of identity and community. They are a link to the past, a way of maintaining continuity. The symbolism of the blood moon, representing heightened danger or a time for vigilance, transcends its scientific explanation. It's a powerful cultural metaphor.
Exactly. It's not about proving or disproving, but about understanding the layers. A blood moon over the Carpathians is an astronomical wonder, yes, but it is also, for those who truly listen to the whispers of the wind through the pines and the rustle of leaves in the ancient forest, a moment when the world holds its breath, when magic is truly tangible. It is a time when the spirits are restless, and the wisdom of our ancestors, who knew how to live in harmony and fear with these forces, becomes vitally important again.
So for you, Vadim, the blood-red glow over the peaks is a vivid reminder that some narratives, born from fear and wonder, continue to shape our worldview, reminding us of the power of nature and the human imagination.
And that, in itself, is a powerful form of magic.
Indeed. It's a call to remember, to respect, and to listen. To those who are listening right now, we encourage you to delve deeper into these stories. Share your own experiences or any similar legends you've heard in the comments below. Your perspectives enrich this tapestry of Ukrainian mysticism.
Whether you believe in the spirits or see them as echoes of history, there's no denying the profound impact these tales have on culture and identity. They teach us about our ancestors' fears, hopes, and their ingenious ways of making sense of a vast, often terrifying world.
The blood moon over the Carpathians is a timeless story of human interaction with the raw power of nature and the unseen. It's a call to remember, to respect, and to listen. To those who are listening right now, we encourage you to delve deeper into these stories. Share your own experiences or any similar legends you've heard in the comments below. Your perspectives enrich this tapestry of Ukrainian mysticism.
Whether you believe in the spirits or see them as echoes of history, there's no denying the profound impact these tales have on culture and identity. They teach us about our ancestors' fears, hopes, and their ingenious ways of making sense of a vast, often terrifying world.
The blood moon over the Carpathians is a timeless story of human interaction with the raw power of nature and the unseen. It's a call to remember, to respect, and to listen. To those who are listening right now, we encourage you to delve deeper into these stories. Share your own experiences or any similar legends you've heard in the comments below. Your perspectives enrich this tapestry of Ukrainian mysticism.
Whether you believe in the spirits or see them as echoes of history, there's no denying the profound impact these tales have on culture and identity. They teach us about our ancestors' fears, hopes, and their ingenious ways of making sense of a vast, often terrifying world.
The blood moon over the Carpathians is a timeless story of human interaction with the raw power of nature and the unseen. It's a call to remember, to respect, and to listen. To those who are listening right now, we encourage you to delve deeper into these stories. Share your own experiences or any similar legends you've heard in the comments below. Your perspectives enrich this tapestry of Ukrainian mysticism.